Game 2 on this Sunday between Carson-Newman and Barton. The Eagles got the run rule in Game 1, 11-0, and now they turn the ball over to Lacey Keck, who looks to get the win in Game 2. And this is the lineup that Barton will be rolling out here for Game 2. Very little changes across the board for this Barton lineup from Game 1. Some shifting in where players are hitting. Just the one change overall, though. Olivia Darrow slots in at catcher in place of Mackenzie Holloway. Other than that, it is the exact same lineup for Cortland Cooney and this Bulldog squad that is looking to bounce back after falling 11-0 in the run rule against Carson-Newman in Game 1. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. Lacey Keck will get the ball here for Carson-Newman in Game 2. The freshman out of Knoxville, Tennessee, has made relief appearances throughout the year. But a chance for her to get the start. The lefty sets and deals and starts it off with a strike to Mackenzie Sizik, who leads off. Sizik was 0 for 2 in the first game. Strikeout, sac bunt, and a pop out for the center fielder. The 0-1. And Sizik falls behind 0-2. As that is fouled away. Keck played her high school softball at Gibbs High School. Has appeared as a pinch hitter. Got her first career hit and her first career at bat. That was against Concord on opening day. The 0-2. Touch off the outer part of the plate. Pitching-wise, this is the third appearance of the year for Keck. Went 4 innings and got the win against Davis and Elkins in the third game of the season for Carson-Newman. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Sizik. And there's one gone. And the top of the first inning brings up Mackenzie Taylor. Carson-Newman has gotten a complete game in its last 4 games. All have been wins. 2 of them have been 5-inning run rule shutouts as Keck starts Taylor off with a strike. And it's 0-1. Taylor 0 for 2 in Game 1. Had a strikeout in that one, and it was a tough Game 1 offensively for Barton as a whole. No runs, just 3 hits across the entirety of the contest. The 0-1. Line drive into right field. On comes Mathena, and she will make the grab for out number 2. For Carson-Newman, there are no changes defensively outside of Keck from Game 1. Out in center field is Abby Barton. Addie Saunders flanks her in left, and Katie Mathena is in right. Corners are a pair of seniors in Macaulay Bailey and Grace Gregory, and up the middle it's the duo of freshmen in Reese Winchester at second, Malia Smith at short, and the freshman catcher Anne-Marie Richards is behind the plate as Keck begins with a first pitch strike to Madison Mercer. Four freshmen in the field defensively for Carson-Newman. As Keck settles back in. Keck's other appearance came against Erskine in an 8-4 win. The 0-1. Back in the zone. It's quickly 0-2 for Keck. Was not her best appearance. Gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, got no one out. The Eagles eventually got the win 8-4. And the second day of the Low Country Classic when Keck got the ball in relief. The 0-2. Outside to Mercer. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In Keck's win over Davis and Elkins, she went 4 innings, giving up 1 run and on just 4 hits, had a pair of strikeouts in a 5-1 win for the Eagles. I was up in Johnson City on the second day of the season for the Eagles. The 0-2 Mercer, hard liner, bounces into the glove of Smith. Strong throw on the first, and it's a 1-2-3. Top of the first inning for Lacey Keck. Sends us into the bottom of the first, where we'll get our first look at the Carson-Newman Bats on the other side of this break on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Back in Jefferson City, it is the bottom of the first inning, and here is the Carson-Newman order that will be facing Kaylee Curran in the circle for Barton. If you were with us in Game 1, well, then this lineup will look very similar, as it is the exact same lineup that head coach Michael Graves tried out in Game 1, and after 11-0 run rule in Game 1, why would you want to change anything? Got production from top to bottom in the order, as Malia Smith leads off, as she has done in every game so far this season. Standing in the lefty's batter's box, swings on the first pitch and guides it foul down the left field line, and it's 0-1. Smith, with tremendous speed at the top of this Carson-Newman order, can just fly around the bases. Was held without a hit in Game 1, was held without a hit in Game 1. The 1-1. Off the mark from Kaylee Curran. Count shifts to 1-2 against Malia Smith. 2-1. Line outside, 3 balls and a strike to Malia Smith. And a 3-1. Off the mark, and Smith begins Game 2 same way she started Game 1, with a walk. And she'll head on over to see Hayden Dye at first base, graduate assistant coach and former All-American shortstop for Carson-Newman last season. On the first pitch, Smith will dart for second, and she's in there with ease. The throw from the catcher, Darrow, is a little off the mark, skitters into center field, but Smith is going to hold tight over at second base, already into scoring position. Goes the starting shortstop for the Eagles, as Abby Martin climbs into the righty's batter's box in a 1-0 count. Pokes it out of play, foul, first base side. Martin was 1 for 3 in Game 1. Had a run scored along with a stolen base. The 1-1, and almost an identical result as Martin shoots it foul, caroms off the press box, and it's 1-2. The sun has disappeared behind the clouds here for Game 2. It's still sunny in Game 1, so it might just feel a little colder than what it does, or what it did earlier today. The 1-2 is high, and it's 2-2 to Martin, senior center fielder out of Gadsden, Alabama. Wind still gusting out to left center field. 2-2. High to Martin. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Throw back to second base. Goes between the second baseman and Mercer and the shortstop, and Taylor goes into center field. And Malia Smith, with ease, will advance on down to third base. And so an error on the catcher in Darrow as Martin lines one into right center field, and the Eagles will strike first. An RBI single from Abby Martin. And the Eagles waste no time, just as they had done in game 1, breaking the ice in the bottom of the first inning. Martin picks up RBI number 15 on the season. As Malia Smith scored with ease, probably would have scored from second as well, as the first pitch to Macaulay Bailey. Off the mark for ball 1. The 1-0. Strike is called. Martin is going. The throw down skips away from the glove of the shortstop Taylor, and Martin is in safely with a stolen base. So we're already another runner into scoring position for Carson-Newman. In game 1, the Eagles were 7 of 10 when runners were in scoring position. 9 of 13 overall when runners were on, the 1-1. Swing and a miss from Macaulay Bailey, and it's 1-2. Bailey launched her 50th career home run in game 1 in the bottom of the first inning, made it 3-0 Carson-Newman on a deep shot to left center field. 1-2, swing and a miss. Bailey down on strikes. The first strikeout for Kaylee Curran. Curran this season making her second start in 4 appearances, holds a 1.68 ERA and a 1-0 record. As she starts out Anne-Marie Richards with the strike. Curran now with 12 strikeouts on the season. The 1-0, a check swing from Richards, and it catapults off her bat foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Curran, a freshman out of Stem, North Carolina. The 1-1. Richards pops it up, foul ground, first base side. Racing over is Savannah Olson, the first baseman, and she'll run out of room. Moving the count to 1-2 with 1 away. Martin in scoring position at second. She broke the ice for the Eagles with an RBI single to right center. Richards, a check swing, fights it off the end of the bat and stays alive. One, 2. Richards, another foul ball. This came in low from Curran, and Richards does a good job to keep things alive. Richards in that first game, 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Freshman out of Spring Hill, Tennessee, has been so good to start this season for the Eagles. The 1-2. Richards pops it up, foul ground, right field line, and it lands in between the second baseman Mercer and the right fielder Griffin. We'll take a look at this Barton defensive alignment. Mackenzie Sizik is in center field. Elena Griffin is in right, and Mackenzie Burrows holds down left field. Savannah Olson's the first baseman with Madison Mercer at second. Mackenzie Taylor at short and Destiny Blake at third. 1-2. Richards, another check swing and another foul ball. Keeps this at-bat going. And Olivia Darrow is the catcher for Barton. Darrow, the lone change defensively, replacing Mackenzie Holloway from game 1. 1-2. Check swing from Richards. Holds off, an appeal to the field umpire and Lenny Fox. Said she did not go around. Austin Harris is calling balls and strikes. Two have swapped over from where they were in game 1. 2-2, another check swing from Richards, but she holds back as this one misses high. And has done a good job battling in this at-bat. Works the count full with one gone, and Abby Martin over at second base in a 1-0 Carson-Newman lead. Payoff pitch. Richards pops it up. Left side, drifting back into the left center field gap goes Taylor, and she'll make the grab for out number 2. After that long battle between Richards and Curran, it is won by the freshman pitcher. Puts 2 away in the bottom of the first inning. Brings up the third baseman, Grace Gregory. First pitch fouled straight back by Gregory, just off the tip of her bat. The 0-1. Gregory turns, pops it up. Left center field, long run for Sizik, and she'll make the backhanded grab for out number 3. But the Eagles break the ice in the bottom of the first inning. An RBI single from Abby Martin, and it's 1-0 Eagles as we go into the second inning here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Into the second inning, Lacey Keck now working with the lead after a 1-2-3 top of the first. Got an RBI single from Abby Barton that made it 1-0 Eagles, and now here comes 4, 5, and 6. In the Barton order, Savannah Olson, Alexis Baikondova, and Elena Griffin due up to face the freshman southpaw. First pitch to Olson is off the mark outside. And it's 0-1. Keck was going to be the first one out of the bullpen if Lorelei Spradlin needed relief in game 1. The 1-0, Olsen on the ground, straight to Gregory at third. Takes a couple of steps and fires one across the diamond in time for out number 1. But for Keck in this inning, trying to keep the good pitching going for Carson-Newman. First offering is fouled back by Alexis Baikondova. In this first game for Baikondova, she was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. As I was saying, Keck expected to be first out of the bullpen for Holly Tucker-Vance as Baikondova waves through the 0-1 on a nice drop pitch from Keck, and it's 0-2. The reason being is that differing velocities between Keck and Spradlin. Spradlin works a little harder with her pitches. Keck a bit slower, but either way, creates the same effect. You're so used to one, you get something else. The 0-2, high chopper to short. Smith snaps one to Bailey, and there's two gone. In the top of the second. Back-to-back groundouts. The first 5 have gone down at the hands of Lacey Keck. Here comes Elena Griffin, the right fielder. She went 0 for 2, also with a strikeout in game 1. Spradlin finished it with 5 Ks. And the 11-0 win for Carson-Newman in game 1. First pitch from Keck is off the mark outside to the righty in Griffin. One-0. Keck finds the zone. And evens the count at 1-1. In the midst of a 7-game winning streak is Carson-Newman after suffered their opening loss of the season at the hands of USC Beaufort at the Low Country Classic on day 1. 1-1. Bouncer back up the middle. There's Smith again. Gobbles it up. Low throw. Bailey drops down and makes the grab for out number 3. Back-to-back 1-2-3 innings for Lacey Keck. It's been 6 up and 6 down. As we head into the bottom of the second inning, 1-0, Carson-Newman on top over Barton on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
6, 7, and 8 due up for Carson-Newman here in the bottom of the second inning with a 1-0 lead over Barton. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. Sarah Walker leads off. Addie Saunders and Katie Mathena to follow as Walker grounds the first pitch foul, skittering onto the left side of the third base bag. The count moves to 0-1. Eagles got a run on an RBI single from Abby Martin to score Malia Smith. The 0-1. This is high above the letters of Walker. 1 ball and 1 strike to the freshman from Mills River, North Carolina. Walker was 2 for 3 in game 1. Takes a strike on the 1-1. And 2 runs scored as well as Walker bumped up her season average to 357. 1-2, ground ball to third, bobbled by the third baseman Blake. Gathers now throws to first, and a nice pick by Savannah Olson at first. Retires Walker for out number 1 in the bottom of the second inning. Brings up the left fielder Addie Saunders, who has just been on an absolute tear across yesterday and now into today, has carried that momentum forward. Waste no time as she sends a sizzling shot along the ground up into center field for a 1-out base hit. Didn't even get a chance to mention what Addie Saunders has been able to do as of late. Now on a 4-game hitting streak. And has an RBI in the last 4 games coming into today, or into this second game, I should say, rather, as Mathena fouls the first pitch back, and it's 0-1. Saunders was 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI in game 1. 0-1 is high and gets past the catcher Darrow, and Saunders will scamper up to second base, move into scoring position. Advancing to second on the wild pitch. And so Mathena has a runner in scoring position. The 1-1's high, and it's 2-1. Mathena in game 1 was 1 for 1, 2 walks, and 3 RBIs. Delivered a bases clearing double, part of a 7-run inning for Carson-Newman in the bottom of the 4th. Propelled them to that 11-0 win. As 3 consecutive balls to Mathena, has the count at 3-1, and Curran comes home. Mathena slaps one foul that hits off one of the press box windows. As Curran comes set, and here's the payoff pitch home to Mathena. Turns, drives one out into straightaway center. Cizik will make the grab, and Saunders fakes going to third as the throw comes back in and puts 2 away. Brings up the 9-hitter Reese Winchester. Winchester was 0 for 1, a run scored, but also had a pair of walks. She has been walked more than anybody on this Carson-Newman team. Takes the first pitch ball from Curran. This bottom part of the Carson-Newman order has really had a good weekend overall. 4 RBIs among this 7, 8, 9 group of Saunders, Mathena, and Winchester in game 1. 1-0, Winchester pulls it down the left field line, and it bounces foul. Evening the count to 1-1. 4 walks worked among the bottom 3 hitters, along with 3 hits. And 4 runs driven in that game 1 win over Barton for Carson-Newman. The 1-2 to Winchester. Skips in, bounces away from Darrow, and Saunders will advance to third. Takes a wide turn and holds there. She now moves moves another 60 feet. Puts her 60 feet away from doubling this advantage for Carson-Newman. – 2-1 to Winchester's high. 3 balls and a strike now. Winchester has worked 14 walks this season, more than any other player. Nobody else on the Carson-Newman team is even in double figures. And an excuse-me check swing goes back to Curran on the 3-1, and she'll toss to first for out number 3. As Saunders is left stranded over at third, sending us into the 3rd inning. It is a 1-0 Carson-Newman lead on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Top of the third inning from the Vicky Kazee Hollyfield Softball Complex. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagles Sports Network. It is 1-0 Carson-Newman over Barton in Game 2 of this Sunday doubleheader. First game was 11-0 win for Carson-Newman. Complete game shutout in the run rule from Lorelei Spradlin. Now Lacey Keck has taken up the mantle and has worked back-to-back 1-2-3 innings and starts off with a strike to Olivia Darrow. 7, 8, and 9 do it for Barton here in the third inning. Eagles pitching has been stellar since coming home and the second game against Shorter on Wednesday. 0-1. This is high and it's 1-1. All four pitchers that have started those games have gone the distance. Five innings from Romika on Wednesday and Spradlin most recently this morning. A 1-1. Down the chute from Keck, and it's 1-2. And then yesterday, 7 innings from Stamper in Game 1, a 7-1 win over King. And then in 6-2 final in the second contest yesterday, it was Emma Romika with her second complete game and as many starts. The 1-2. Just a bit outside from Keck. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Keck comes home with the 2-2. Hard hit line drive foul off the bat of Darrow. Darrow this season batting 111 through 5 games, is 1 for 9 on the season. Does have a home run with 3 RBIs. The 2-2. This is a touch outside, and the count runs full to Darrow, who leads off here in the top of the third inning. 1-0 Carson-Newman lead after an RBI single from Abby Martin in the bottom of the first inning. Put the Eagles in front. Payoff pitch, fouled back by Darrow. The sun has fully succumbed behind the clouds on what was a sunny Sunday morning. Despite the 35-degree weather, felt warmer than it was. Payoff pitch again from Keck. And this is grounded foul by Darrow once more. As Lacey Keck prepares for the 9th pitch of this at-bat. Lefty comes home on another 3-2, and Darrow works a walk to get things going in the top of the third inning. The first base runner for the Bulldogs comes via a free pass. Brings up Destiny Blake, the third baseman who bats 8th in this order. Standing on deck is Mackenzie Burrows. Blake in Game 1 was 0 for 2. Shows bunt, catches a piece of it, but it goes foul. And she falls behind 0-1. Corners of Macaulay Bailey at first and Grace Gregory at third. A couple of steps in front of their respective bags. Inching closer as Blake puts a bunt down the first base side, but it goes foul. And it's 0-2. As Keck settles back into the circle, and an 0-2 count with nobody out. 0-2 delivery, fouled back by Blake. Keeps the count where it is. Back-to-back long at-bats here with Darrow and Blake. Fighting off pitches from Keck. Here's an 0-2 that is through the left side of the infield off the bat of Blake. Puts a runner in scoring position. And Darrow, as the first two have reached in the third for the Bulldogs. Weren't many opportunities in game one for the Bulldogs to take advantage of runners in scoring position, as there'll be a conversation in the circle with the entire Carson-Newman infield outside of Grace Gregory over at third. As Keck will settle back in and calm things down here in the third. In game one for Barton, they only had 2 at-bats where runners were in scoring position. They went 0 for 2 on those occasions. They were 1 for 6 overall with runners on. As the 9-hitter Mackenzie Burrows comes up, and then the top of the order with Mackenzie Cizik looms on deck. As Keck is back in, and first pitch is low to Burrows. 1 ball, no strike. The wind is now shifting slightly and blowing out towards right field, maybe closer to center. Either way, it's been blowing out all day here at the Vic. 1-0. Bunt by Burrows to first base. Bailey will tag her out, or she misses her. And so Burrows is aboard. They'll say that Macaulay Bailey didn't catch her on the tag, and so the bases are loaded with nobody out. And so they're going to come together, these 2 umpires, Austin Harris behind the plate, Lenny Fox in the field. And they'll say that she was safe, was not tagged. So the bases are loaded with nobody out after back-to-back base hits from the Bulldogs. First pitch to Mackenzie Cizik is low. Snap throw back to third. Gregory is able to get in front of Darrow to secure that. Keck gets her sign from the first base side dugout from Holly Tucker-Vance, the pitching coach for the Eagles. The 1-0. Strike down the chute from Keck. Levels it at 1-1 with nobody out. Burrows at first, Blake at second, and Darrow at third. This bottom part of the Barton order trying to get things going for a offense that had been stagnant throughout the entirety of game one, as that is taken high by Cizik for ball 2. Two-one. High to Cizik, 3-1, and there's nowhere to put her. As Keck looks in, here's the 3-1. Zizik pops it up. Foul ground to right field. Mathena will grab. The tag is Darrow, and the throw is cut off by Keck. Or excuse me, Darrow comes home on the throw, and Barton cuts into the deficit with a sac fly from Mackenzie Zizik and makes it 1-1. So here comes Mackenzie Taylor, is also advancing to third went Destiny Blake. Bunt trying to be laid down by Taylor, and it bounces off of home plate 0-1. As the count now moves to 1-0. They called an illegal pitch on Keck, so count went to 1-0, and now the next pitch is fouled back by Taylor, and it's 1-1. Taylor back to Keck at the mound, snaps the throw back to third, and gets the lead runner and Blake out. Heads up play by Lacey Keck, had looked to first and then geared her head around and saw that Blake was just a little advantageous over at third, and a strong throw and a good tag applied by Blake puts Taylor on at first down, a fielder's choice, and Burrows at second. So the go-ahead run still in scoring position, but runner that was 60 feet away and threatening in Blake is retired as Keck has a first pitch ball to Madison Mercer, the second baseman. A 1-0. Mercer, ground ball, back up the middle. Smith dives, got a glove on it. Now the throw to the plate is late, and Barton takes the lead. As Burrows knew there were 2 outs, no point in stopping. She kept turning around third. A diving stab from Smith kept it from going into the outfield. But it gives Barton a 2-1 lead. On a base hit from Madison Mercer. Two-0 is outside from Keck. 3 balls and no strikes. I believe that's the first pitch to Savannah Olson. So 1-0. Next pitch is a strike to Olson. Count moves to 2-1. Olson pulls one down the left field line, and it is foul. Levels the count at 2-2 with 2 away. Barton has taken its first lead of the day. Misses low to Olson. Count runs full with 2 away. Keck trying to get out of this inning. It has been a rough one. Had the walk, base hit, and then Burrows reached on a fielder's choice. 3-2 is high, and it's ball 4. Or what? Count was not 3-2. There's confusion across the board. But caught stealing over at third is Taylor, and that brings the inning to a close. Barton scores 2 in the top of the third. We'll back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Bottom of the third inning, and Carson-Newman is trailing for the first time today. Barton puts up 2 in the top of the third inning, and sac fly from Mackenzie Sizik, and then an RBI single from Madison Mercer has it at a 2-1 Bulldogs lead as the Eagles broke the ice in the bottom of the first. Now they look to answer back against Kaylee Curran. Continues to work in the circle. She'll face 1, 2, and 3 in the Carson-Newman order. Leah Smith leads off and takes the first pitch ball from Curran. Makes it 1-0. This is the part of the order that got Carson-Newman going in the bottom of the first. A walk from Smith, stole second. Advanced over to third on an error as that one misses once more. And it's 2-0, and then came in on an RBI single from Abby Martin. 2-0. Chopper towards third, glove down. Throw is in time from Destiny Blake. And Smith is retired. Brings up the center fielder, Abby Martin, and head coach Michael Graves is going to walk all the way over from third and check with Lenny Fox. Didn't agree with the call. First offering to Martin is strike down the chute, and it's 0-1. Carson-Newman facing a deficit, and they've been able to overcome it before. The 0-1. High and outside, 1-1. But their lone loss on the season is when they struck first with a single run against USC Beaufort, but lost 3-1 in that contest. The 1-1, Martin into right field, long run, and the ball is dropped by Elena Griffin out and right. Martin was turning around first, and now she is in safely at second because there is runner's interference. Savannah Olson, the first baseman, she just ran straight into her, and now they'll guide Barton back to first base. They're going to give a base hit to Barton. Although there is further discourse that maybe it was an error. But either way, Martin remains over at first base after being blocked in the base paths by Savannah Olson. Things kind of getting a little wary here as the first pitch from Curran skips in front of home plate, and Martin will now advance over to second in a 1-0 count on the first pitch to Macaulay Bailey. Puts the tying run in scoring position for the Eagles. So good in game one in these spots with 7 for 10 with runners in scoring position. 1-0, Bailey pops it foul, 1-1. Curran comes home on a 1-1 to Macaulay Bailey. Pops it up out of play, foul, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bailey's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first inning. Was 3 for 3 with 5 RBIs in game 1. Highlighted by her 50th career home run. Got the scoring started at the bottom of the first in game 1. The 1-1, or the 1-2, clip straight back. Count stays where it is at 1-2 to Macaulay Bailey. One-two comes home outside to Bailey and evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tying run, Abby Barton at second base with tremendous speed. 2-2 popped up behind home plate. Darrow rips off the mask and is unable to come up with the play. Destiny Blake was also racing over. So the count stays where it is at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. Check swing from Bailey, and she holds off on the rise ball as the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Spoils with a foul ball down the first base side. As Macaulay Bailey continues this long at-bat. Another payoff pitch, and Bailey grounds it foul, third base side. Carson-Newman trying to tie things up here in the bottom of the third. Abby Barton in scoring position at second. Barton with a 2-1 lead overall after 2 runs in the top of the third inning. Payoff pitch to Bailey. This is popped up right side of the infield. Olson in fair ground will make the play, and Bailey is retired for out number 2. First pitch to Richards, fouled straight back. Catcher Anne-Marie Richards is 0 for 1 with a pop out to the shortstop. The 0-1 home. Misses high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Martin still over at second base, reached first on a single. Advanced to second on a wild pitch. Ball to the outfield from Richards gives Martin a chance to score. 1-1. Burns the outside edge from Curran. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. And Richards fouls it away. Keeps fighting here in this inning. Eagles saw momentum slip away in that top half of this 3rd inning. First 3 reached for the Bulldogs. For a sac fly from Cizik tied it, and then an RBI single from Madison Mercer gave Barton its first lead of the afternoon. As Richards pulls the 1-2 foul. Richards sets in the righty's batter's box. The 1-2 from Curran. Richards lofts it the other way. Right center field. Long run for Griffin. She won't get there, and Martin will score with ease as it is tied up at 2 apiece. An RBI single from Anne-Marie Richards. A huge at-bat from Anne-Marie Richards. Fought off multiple 2-strike pitches. And delivers a blooping single that drops between a Bermuda Triangle of Barton defenders in Cizik, Griffin, and Mercer. As Grace Gregory climbs in and takes the first pitch ball. Next one skips in, gets away from Darrow. She doesn't know where it is. Richards will advance over to second on another wild pitch. And so the go-ahead run in scoring position for the Eagles, and a 2-0 count to Grace Gregory. Flew out to the center fielder Cizik her last time up in the first inning, and in game 1, Gregory was 1 for 3 with an RBI. Came in the 4th inning of game 1, was a string of 3 consecutive RBIs in the bottom of the 4th inning, where the Eagles scored all 7 runs with 2 outs. They got 1 run here in the bottom of the 3rd with 2 outs. Here's the 2-0 to Gregory. That misses high, and it's 3-0. Gregory sitting deep in the righty's batter's box. The 3-0 taken all the way, and it's ball 4 on 4 pitches from Curran. And emphatically, she tosses her bat towards the first base side dugout, pumping up her teammates. As Carson-Newman has started to swing momentum back in their favor. Here comes Sarah Walker, the designated player. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out. First pitch to Walker is a ball. And that is 5 consecutive balls from Kaylee Curran. Curran comes home. The 1-0. Walker drives it left field, and it is dropped by the left fielder, Burrows. Richards will score. Turnaround third comes Gregory. The throw to the plate is not in time. Eagles take the lead 4-2 on a hard shot from Sarah Walker. Burrows was there and was unable to secure it. As the Eagles take a 4-2 lead, and the entire defense will come into the circle for Kaylee Curran. Burrows puts her hand up, says, "That's on me. I should have had that, and we should be out of this inning." Instead, that hard shot from Walker that was going to fly into the wall was mishandled by the left fielder. And with 2 outs, these Eagles base runners were running like there's no tomorrow, because it's 2 outs, you know. If the catch is made, the inning's over. But in this case, huge in the sense that it gives Carson-Newman a 4-2 lead. as it is ruled as a double for Sarah Walker, and the first pitch to Addie Saunders brushes high and inside against the lefty, and now they'll change it to an error. Next pitch to Saunders misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. Saunders pops it up. Foul ground, third base side, and it lands in the Barton bullpen. Saunders is 1 for 1. The base hit in the second. Got all the way over to third after a couple of wild pitches. Now has a chance to drive in another for Carson-Newman that have plated 3 in the bottom of the third. And 2-1 misses to Saunders. 3 balls and a strike. Some more 2-out magic for the Eagles. Brought in all 3 of these runs with 2 away. 3-1. Low to Addie Saunders, and she'll toss her bat and head down to first. On the second free pass of the inning by Curran, and 3rd overall. As the first pitch to Katie Mathena, off the mark. Officially ruled as an error on the Walker fly ball. Both runs are unearned against Curran as the 1-0 brushes inside, and it's 2-0. Down the chute from Curran, 2 balls and a strike with 2 away. As Barton tries to escape a disastrous bottom of the third, 2-1, high to Mathena, and it's 3-1. Walker putting the ball in play has given the Eagles the lead as both Richards and Gregory scored after the error by the left fielder in Burrows. Saunders has reached on a walk, and now Mathena is hit on her lead left ankle, and that is definitely going to hurt, especially in these conditions, and especially in the spot in which she was hit. Using her bat, has a little bit of a crutch, and then tosses it with displeasure towards the first base dugout, and she'll reach first base, at least load the bases, and she'll keep walking down the right field line. Colby Reed, the athletic trainer, out there checking with her, making sure she's okay, and we'll see if maybe there's a pinch runner coming in this scenario. There's also a pitching change, though, for Barton in this spot, and so with that, we'll take a quick break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Emily Bobo has returned to the circle, and Riley Sykes stands in the righty's batter's box and takes the first pitch ball from Bobo. This is normally where Reese Winchester bats. But what is this for Riley Sykes? We'll have to do some quick digging here if she's ever had an at-bat. And she's taken 2 balls. As the bases are loaded here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, it's been a wacky 2-out rally for Carson-Newman. Sarah Walker's at 3rd, Addie Saunders at 2nd, and Katie Mathena at 1st after a hit by pitch. Bobo has come in relief. And Sykes takes the 3rd ball. It is a 3-0 count to Riley Sykes, a senior pitcher out of Powell, Tennessee. And, well, Bobo's got nowhere to put Sykes. The 3-0 home is low. Ball 4. It is a 4-pitch walk to Riley Sykes that drives in Sarah Walker, and it is 5-2 Carson-Newman. As the first career trip to the plate for Riley Sykes, and she picks up her first career RBI. Technically still no at-bats in her career, but she did have a plate appearance and an RBI with a walk, and Reese Winchester will take her place back on the base paths. So after Kaylee Curran was chased, they bring in Emily Bobo, who gave up 3 runs on 2 hits, got nobody out in game 1 in that first inning, and she's delivered 5 straight balls since coming in, as the first one skips into Malia Smith. The 1-0, and Bobo gets in the zone after 5 consecutive balls to start her appearance in the circle. Crooked numbers for Carson-Newman. That has been the name of the game. 4 runs in the bottom of the first in game 1, and then 7 in the bottom of the 4th. Paced them to an 11-0 win. Here in the bottom of the 3rd, they've gotten 4 runs, aided by errors, as the 1-1 was off the mark to Smith, and it's 2-1. Check swing by Malia Smith. Bounces off of home plate and might have caught a piece of the home plate umpire, Austin Harris, but he's not really showing any signs of if it affected him at all. But the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes with the bases loaded for Malia Smith. Saunders at 3rd, Mathena at 2nd, Reese Winchester over at 1st. The break even from Bobo, it's low, and the count runs full to Malia Smith. The wheels on the bus have just kept going around and around for Carson-Newman in this inning, as Malia Smith led off this inning with a ground out. Payoff pitch. Low, ball 4, and Smith brings home Saunders. Back-to-back walks that have brought in runs for Carson-Newman here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. It is now 6-2 Carson-Newman. On the 2nd walk for Malia Smith today. Addie Saunders scores on that play. First pitch swing for Abby Martin. She fouls it away. Here comes the 0-1. Foul tip by Martin, squeezed by Darrow behind the plate, and Bobo now ahead 0-2. Has gotten something going in this at-bat after back-to-back walks that have pushed runs across. The 0-2. And Martin spoils with a foul ball, keeps things going. Here comes Bobo on another 0-2. Called strike 3. Martin's down looking, but the Eagles plate 5 in the bottom of the third and take a 6-2 lead, highlighted by the first career RBI from Riley Sykes, as the Eagles are up by 4 as we head into the fourth here on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shopseeandeagles.com.
Sarah Walker comes in relief of Lacey Keck as we move into the top of the fourth inning. Walker had the hit, well, not a hit, wasn't a hit, it was an error, but she put the ball in play on a fly ball to left that was dropped by the left fielder Mackenzie Burrows that drove in Anne-Marie Richards and Grace Gregory. Gave the Eagles a 4-2 lead, and then they plated 2 more, part of a 5-run bottom half of the 5th inning that included the first career RBI for Riley Sykes on a walk, as 4, 5, and 6 are due up for Barton in this top of the 4th inning. Sarah Walker replaces Lacey Keck, who went 3 innings, giving up 2 runs. Both of those earned on 2 hits with a strikeout and a walk. Savannah Olson leads off. And the first pitch from Walker is low for ball 1. Walker makes her 3rd appearance in the circle this season. Holds an 0.95 ERA through 7 1/3 innings pitched. Olson lines it to short, and it is gloved by Smith for out number 1. Well, that brings up Alexis Bicondova, the designated player, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out to Malia Smith. As Walker looks for a shutdown inning on the other side of a 5-run bottom of the 3rd inning from Carson-Newman. (1-0). Hard hit ground ball through the right side and into right field for a base hit by Bicondova. Out of the reach for the diving Reese Winchester at second base. First appearance for Walker since Day 2 of the Low Country Classic against USC Beaufort. First pitch is fouled away by Elena Griffin, and it's 0-1. And it's 0-1. Beaufort, that was a 5-3 win against the Sand Sharks. Walker got the start in that game, but was later replaced in a part of a 5-3 win for Carson-Newman. They came back from a 3-run deficit. 1-1, fouled back by Griffin. And that's 1-2. Officially in that box score, the start went to Emma Romika because They wanted to make sure Sarah Walker kept her bat in the order, but she was the one that came out to pitch in the bottom of the first inning. The 1-2. Slap foul by Griffin. Keeps the count where it is at 1-2. And another foul ball from Elena Griffin. As the Carson-Newman dugout supplying some sound effects on every foul ball. Another 1-2 on the way from Walker. Line drive, right field for a base hit. Hesitant towards second was by Condova, and she is out on a strong throw from Katie Mathena. Just your everyday 9-6 putout with a long fielder's choice for Elena Griffin. So Olivia Darrow comes up, and Sarah Walker looks to get the third out of the inning. This is fouled off the end of the bat by Darrow, who reached on a walk in the third. Was the leadoff hitter in that inning and eventually came in a score, part of 2 runs for Barton in the top half of the third. Gave them a 2-1 lead before 5 runs from the Eagles in the bottom of the third. Has pushed this up to a 6-2 lead. 0-1, fouled straight back, and it's 0-2. And right on cue, there's another car alarm sound effect. Took me a little bit yesterday to realize that every time it was the same sound. Bailey Worley smiled at me in between games as the 0-2 is popped up. Shallow right field, and it will drop in front of Mathena. Going first to third goes Griffin on a looping shot from Olivia Darrow. Puts runners on the corners with 2 away in the top half of the 4th inning. So Destiny Blake comes up. She singled her last time up, but was out on the base paths as Lacey Keck fired a throw back to third on a ground ball to the pitcher. Caught Blake in hot water, and the first pitch is fouled back by the third baseman. The 0-1, a called strike. And Blake falls behind 0-2. Walker comes home, the righty on the 0-2. Outside, and good snag by Anne-Marie Richards. Sliding to her right. Squeezes it and prevents any chance at ball getting away from her and giving Elena Griffin a chance to come home. Another one lifted foul. As the count moves to, or stays rather, at 1-2. One-two, swing and a miss. Blake down on strike, slams her bat in frustration as Walker leaves 2 on the bases and preserves a 6-2 lead for the Eagles, sending us to the bottom of the 4th on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Bottom of the fourth inning on the Eagles Sports Network. It is a 6-2 Carson-Newman lead over Barton in Game 2 of this Sunday doubleheader. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagles Sports Network. Macaulay Bailey leads off, part of this 3, 4, and 5. Part of the Carson-Newman order. That is set to face Emily Bobo. Comes into her first full inning of work. Came in relief with 2 gone in the bottom of the third. And starts Bailey off with a first pitch strike. These two faced off in Game 1. And Macaulay Bailey took Emily Bobo deep to left center field for her second home run on the season, 50th in her tremendous Carson-Newman career. The 0-1 popped up deep to left field, pushing the left fielder Burrows back against the wall, and she had it and then dropped it as she crashed into the wall. That wind has been blustering deep towards left center field. That was carrying it. And it was going to be very close to getting out. Going to be ruled as a double for Macaulay Bailey to get things going in the bottom of the fourth. Anne-Marie Richards takes a strike right at the knees. Richards 1 for 2. RBI single her last time up in the third. The 0-1 nubbed off the end of her bat. 0-2. Runner in scoring position in Macaulay Bailey. The 0-1 from Bobo. Misses low to Richards, or excuse me, the 0-2 missed low, and it's now 1-2. One-two, swing and a miss from Richards. Drop third, and the throw down to first is in time, and then Bailey in the run of play will head on over to third base, and the throw comes in late from Olson. And so another run 60 feet away for Carson-Newman as Grace Gregory stands in the righty's batter's box, swings on the first pitch, pops it up. That'll stay on the left side of the infield. And the catch is made by the shortstop Taylor for out number 2. Brings up Sarah Walker, who put a ball in play her last time up. And that put the Eagles in front. It was an error by the left fielder Burrows. Drove in Anne-Marie Richards and Grace Gregory just an inning ago as Walker takes the first pitch strike from Bobo. 0-1. Eagles haven't been quite as efficient with runners in scoring position as they were in Game 1. They were 7 of 10 in the first contest, just 2 of 12 in Game 2 as Walker lines one out to center field. Sizik is there, and she'll leap up for the grab as Bailey is left stranded over at third base after a leadoff double. Sends us into the 5th inning. It is a 6-2 Carson-Newman lead on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Shout out to our camera operator, Megan Ryan. She is braving this cold weather, wrapped in a blanket down the third base side. By any means necessary, you got to stay warm. It is a stark difference from what it was yesterday. 60 degrees and sunny for the home opener against King. It is turned into 35 degrees, cloudy, and windy. And so Megan is doing what she can to stay warm as Sarah Walker settles back into the circle. Mackenzie Burrows lines one straight to Reese Winchester at second base, and she snags it out of the air for out number one. Carson-Newman with a 6-2 lead over Barton in game two. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. Delighted you could join me today. First pitch swing and a line drive into right center field. That'll split between Martin and Mathena and go all the way to the wall. Sizik turns around second on her way to third, and she is in there with a stand-up triple. Mackenzie Sizik wheeling around the bases. Gets a big extra base hit for the Bulldogs. Finally has a chance to show off her speed. Game one, a strikeout, sac bunt, and a pop out. Here in game two, a strikeout and a sac fly. As Taylor swings on the first pitch, fouls it away, third base side, and it's 0-1. Carson-Newman looking to sweep its first 4 games at home, started on the road for the first 10. 6 of those were neutral site, 4 true road games. 6-0 in the neutral site games. 3-1 on the road as Taylor lifts a liner out into left field. Saunders will make the play out in left, and holding over at third is Sizik, puts 2 away. Brings up 3-hitter Madison Mercer, the second baseman. She's 1 for 2, had an RBI single her last time up in the third. Prior to that, she grounded out to the shortstop, Malia Smith. Mercer takes the first pitch outside, and it's 1-0. In game one, Mercer was 1 for 2, and still continues to hit above 500 this season for the Bulldogs. 1-0. Mercer pops it up, right center field. Martin calls everybody off, and she'll make the play as Walker works around the one-out triple from Sizik. Gets back-to-back flyouts. That sends us to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is still 6-2 Carson-Newman on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Bottom of the fifth inning, it is a 6-2 Carson-Newman lead over Barton. In Game 2 of this Sunday doubleheader from the Vic, Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. Delighted you could join me today, or if you joined me yesterday for the doubleheader against King. Glad you could join me at any point. On the Eagle Sports Network, there's a change in the field, as Kira Farmer has come in at third base in place of Destiny Blake. And the first pitch to Addie Saunders from Emily Bobo, off the mark for ball one. Madison Mercer has thrown on a sweatshirt at second base. And so there's also a change in left field as well. Ikondova is in left. Farmer is at third. As the next pitch home to Saunders is off the mark. The count is at 3-0 now to Addie Saunders, who leads off. 7, 8, and 9 do up for Carson-Newman. And 3-0 back in the zone for Bobo. Saunders 1 for 1, a base hit and a walk with a run scored. 3-1, pops it up out of play. Third base side. And Bobo has worked backwards in this at-bat. 3 straight balls to Saunders, now back-to-back strikes. 3-2, bounces in, and Saunders will head on down to first on her second consecutive walk. She has reached base all 3 times in Game 2. Reached twice in Game 1, has just been retired once today. Brings up Katie Mathena. Fly out and a hit by pitch for the right fielder. Takes the first pitch, ball inside. The 1-0. Mathena, line drive, sinking into right field, and it is down for a base hit. Saunders up to second, and the first 2 have reached for the Eagles in the bottom of the 5th inning. Reese Winchester shows bunt and pushes it foul down the third base line. And it's 0-1. Winchester was pinch hit for her last time up. Riley Sykes took her spot and worked a bases loaded walk for Sykes' first career RBI. Senior pitcher. Haven't seen her in the circle this weekend as the 0-1 misses high to Winchester, and it's 1-1. Well, Winchester is 0 for 1, had a ground out back to the pitcher in the second inning. 1-1. Winchester shows bunt, pulls back, and it's a called strike as the count goes to 1-2. Bobo has looked much calmer in her second appearance of the day. Got the start in game 1 and was chased after just facing 3 batters. 1-2, Winchester puts the bunt down, third base side, and it is a foul ball, and so Winchester is retired. Puts one gone in the bottom of the 5th inning as Malia Smith will now come up to bat. Madison Mercer, the second baseman, coming in, expecting a bunt from Smith. And the first pitch is a ball from Bobo. One-0, high and outside to Smith. Two-0 to Smith. It's low. 3 balls, no strikes. Carson-Newman does have the potential for not your prototypical walk-off. If they're able to get 4 runs here in the bottom of the 5th, they would induce another run rule. As Mercer and Farmer inch closer, the 3-0 to Smith is a strike down the chute from Bobo. 3 balls and a strike. Saunders is at second. Mathena is at first. The 3-1 from Bobo. Smith, line drive, straight to the shortstop in Taylor, and she tags out Saunders on a race back to second. A double play that ends the inning in the bottom of the 5th inning and sends us into the 6th. It is 6-2, Carson-Newman on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Top of the 6th inning from the Vicky Kazee Hollyfield Softball Complex. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. It is a 6-2 Carson-Newman lead over Barton in Game 2 on this Sunday afternoon. Delighted you could join me. First pitch to Savannah Olson is off the mark and outside to the righty first baseman. Olson by Condova and Griffin due up for the Bulldogs in this top half of the 6th inning. 1-0. High, 2 balls and no strikes. Two is off the mark. It's 3-0. As Walker looks to get back in the count. Against the leadoff hitter Olson in this inning. Finds the zone here, and it's 3-1. 3-1 from Walker. Popped up at a play by Olson. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Walker has worked back into this at-bat after 3 straight balls, back-to-back strikes. The 3-2, swing and a miss. Olson down on strikes as Walker picks up her second strikeout of the afternoon. Puts 1 away in the top of the 6th inning. Alexis Bicondova comes up. First pitch is fouled away by Bicondova. As Walker has settled in, has given up 3 hits, but back a couple of Ks on her afternoon. The 0-1. Bicondova leads out of the way. Takes the ball inside. Levels the count. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 away. Here comes the 1-1. Bicondova hammers one into right center field, and that'll split the gap, 1-hopping into the wall. She turns around first and is into second with a stand-up 1-out double. Brings up Elena Griffin as Barton here in the top of the 6th gets up to 6 hits, doubling their total from game 1. As Griffin stands high in the box, grounds one towards second. Winchester dives from her knees to first. It is not in time. Coming home and eating the throw is Bailey. As Bicondova takes the aggressive turn as the throw skipped away from Macaulay Bailey and makes it 6-3. Brings up Elena Griffin. First pitch swing, hits it on the ground to third. Gregory knocks it down, fires to first. And Griffin is out by a couple of steps. Good bounce back for Walker there, and for this infield to get that second out as Bulldogs have brought the deficit down to 3. Brings up Kira Farmer, the third baseman that came in place of Destiny Blake defensively to begin the bottom half of the 5th inning. Takes the first pitch ball. Farmer on the 1-0, pops it up straight away in the middle of the infield, and Smith ranges over to her left and will make the play for out number 3, but the Bulldogs get one back as Bicondova comes in to score, and it's 6-3 Carson-Newman as we head into the bottom of the 6th on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Bottom of the sixth inning, it is 6-3 Carson-Newman as Barton gets one back in the top of the sixth inning to cut the lead in half. And they go back to the bullpen. Erica Sturgill comes in, making just her second appearance on the season. As Abby Martin takes the first pitch, and it is in the zone from Sturgill. Makes the count 0-1. The 0-1, Martin, hard hit ground ball, fielded on the backhand by Taylor. Throw on to first, it is in time for out number one. Carson-Newman can either score five or more runs in this inning to get a run rule, or they can get 3 more outs in the top half of the sixth as Macaulay Bailey takes the first pitch ball from Sturgill. A 1-0. Off the mark, and it's 2-0. Bailey turns and lifts a fly ball towards left. Right on the line, a catch is made by Kondova. Puts 2 away in the bottom of the sixth inning. And so here comes Anne-Marie Richards, the catcher. First offering is off target. Sturgill, a freshman from Williamston, North Carolina. The 1-0, towering pop-up to left field by Kondova, calls off Taylor, and she'll make the grab and puts the book, or closes the book on a 1-2-3, bottom of the sixth, sending us to the seventh, where the Carson-Newman Eagles look for 3 more outs to get the sweep over Barton on this cold Sunday afternoon on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Back on the Eagles Sports Network, Carson-Newman looking for 3 more outs in the top of the 7th inning, leading 6-3 over Barton and trying to pick up a Sunday sweep at home. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagles Sports Network. Glad you could join me. There is a pinch hitter for Barton. It is Casey Camperciani. That is checked in. And Walker starts her off with a strike, stamping it in the heart of the zone. And it's 0-1. Camperciani waves through the 0-1, and Walker quickly ahead 0-2. Pinch inning in place of Mackenzie Burrows. The 0-2. This is down away 1-2. Just the third at bat for Camperciani this season. He is 0 for 2 with the runs scored on her season. Sophomore out of Davidson, North Carolina. 1-2, wave and a miss. Walker puts her down by way of the K, and there's one gone in the top of the 7th. Third strikeout for Sarah Walker. Brings the Eagles a little closer. Just 2 outs away from sweeping their first 4 games at home this season after taking both yesterday against King and an 11-0 win against Barton today. A hard hit ground ball scooped by Smith at short. Throws on to first. It is in time. Gets Sizik by a step. Malia Smith flashing the leather at short. And there's 2 gone in the top of the 7th. Outstanding play from Malia Smith, scooping it off the turf. And zips it to Macaulay Bailey for out number 2. That is what has been so impressive about that freshman. Not only is she an on-base machine, but she adds to it with her defensive ability, tremendous range. As Walker begins the at-bat with Mackenzie Taylor with a first pitch strike. And that is chopped off of home plate. Oh and 2. So now Barton down to its last strike. The 0-2. And Taylor lays off the rise ball from Walker. Walker looks in. Gets her sign from Coach Holly, or asking for a little clarification. Now she's got it. And here comes the 1-2. And it's a high chopper foul from Taylor, so we'll do it all over again on another 1-2 offering. The 1-2. Taylor, high chopper that loops over the head of Gregory at third and down the line for a 2-out base hit. Brings up Madison Mercer, the second baseman. These spots have been at times stressful for Carson-Newman, particularly Wednesday in Game 1 against Shorter, as the Hawks rallied from a 3-run deficit, forced extra innings, and then almost rallied in extras from a 6-run deficit. As Madison Mercer takes the ball, and it's 1-0. Yes, that is Madison Mercer. She's just wearing a sweatshirt. Temperature's dropping because the sun has disappeared behind the clouds. The wind has picked up. 1-0. Walker finds the zone. And it's 1-1. One from Walker, high and outside. And Mercer moves ahead 2 balls and a strike with 2 away. Mackenzie Taylor over at first on her first hit of the afternoon. 2-1. Mercer, hard hit shot into right center field. It will roll all the way to the wall. Martin picks it up as Taylor turns around third. And the throw home from Winchester is cut off by Walker. It's a 2-out double that brings Barton a little closer here in the top of the 7th. Mercer picking up her second RBI of the game. Brings the tying run to the plate. As the infield will come in for Carson-Newman. Gonna chat with Sarah Walker. As Savannah Olson represents the tying run in this situation. Olson was the first batter that Walker faced back in the 4th inning. Got a line out. Last time they tangled, it was a strikeout to start the 6th inning. And Walker hits the mark, gets ahead 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Olson pops it up, and it will drift foul down the right field line. 0-2. Walker trying to shut the door here with a 6-4 lead. The 0-2. It's off the mark from Walker. 1-2. The 1-2, and Olson lunges forward and fights off with a foul ball. Barton looking for some 2-out magic. As Walker gets the new softball. Looking for her sign. She's got it and comes home. And Olson spoils, hoisting a foul ball over the first base side dugout and press box. 58 pitches for Sarah Walker so far. 42 of them have been strikes. This next pitch will be the 6th of this at-bat. The 1-2. And we will go to pitch number 7. As that rockets off the press box. Mercer's over at second. Olson in the righty's batter's box. The 1-2. And it's another foul ball. And look, scared one of the Barton Bulldogs that was up against the fence as it came crashing in. She stumbled backwards. Bats fell down in the process as they clean up. Walker comes set. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And Olson once more, another foul ball. Might be running low on some softballs here as each one keeps flying out of play. A little bit of a pause. Wind is gusting to straightaway center field. Here comes another 1-2 from Walker. It's outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second and Mercer. Here comes the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And Olsen doing everything she can to keep this at-bat going. Cues it foul on the third base line. The break even from Walker. Wouldn't you know it? Here comes pitch number 12 from Sarah Walker. Rocks and deals another 2-2. When it misses just a touch high, and Olsen continues to battle. She represents the tying run. If she's able to get on here with 2 outs. First 2 were retired in this inning, and then a single from Taylor, an RBI double from Mercer. Payoff pitch from Walker. Olsen on the ground, and it gets into left field. Saunders, the throw to the plate, is offline. Mercer slides in safely. Olsen gets up to second. The tying run is in scoring position. After a 13-pitch at-bat, it is Savannah Olsen lining one into left. It is 6-5 in the top of the 7th, and getting this third and final out, it has just been a problem for Carson-Newman in these spots. And so they'll go to the bullpen. Kalia Merritt will take the place of Sarah Walker, who just couldn't find a way to solve Savannah Olsen, sending us to some more softball, I should say, rather. Kalia Merritt comes in. We'll take a quick break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Kalia Merritt has come in relief here as Carson-Newman searches for one more out. Save situation on the line for Kalia Merritt, as she will face Alexis Bicondova. Pinch runner over at second is Caroline Brown for Savannah Olsen. After the RBI single from Olsen puts the tying run on the bases. First pitch to Bicondova misses down and in from Merritt. 1-0. Merritt makes her 5th appearance on the season. Holds a 6.46 ERA, although it's inflated after a tough outing in the midweek contest against Shorter. The 1-0. Bicondova on the ground. Winchester dives, gets to her knees. The throw is late. Coming home is Brown, and she's in safely. Throw to second. Not in time. The Bulldogs have come all the way back, trailing by 3 in the top of the 7th. A single for Bicondova. Drives in Brown. Knots us up at 6. 4 unanswered runs from the Bulldogs as Merritt misses low on the opening offering to Elena Griffin. (1-0). Misfires from Merritt. 2 balls, no strikes. The go-ahead run over at third, represented by Alexis Bicondova. All of this has come with 2 outs for Barton. (2-0). Skips in. Richards picks it up, throws to third. Not in time. Bicondova gets her hands in underneath the tag of Gregory. And now the go-ahead run 60 feet away. Three balls and no strikes. (3-0) from Merritt's low, ball 4. As Griffin works a 4-pitch walk. And the pressure continues to mount for the freshman in Kalia Merritt. By way of Wayne, West Virginia. First pitch from Merritt. Skips in low. Griffin holds over at first. Five consecutive balls from Kalia Merritt. (1-0) from Merritt. Finds the bottom rail. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Olivia Darrow, who is 1 for 2. Walked and scored in third, singled in the 4th, and then grounded out to third baseman Gregory her last time up in the 6th. The 1-1. Low. 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 away. Barton took the lead in the third, 2-1. Eagles responded with 5 in the third, but have been held scoreless across the last 3 innings. And Barton has put the last 4 on the board, including 3 here with 2 away in the 7th. As 2-1 is grounded foul by Olivia Darrow. And how big is that 13-pitch at-bat from Savannah Olson? Countless foul balls, eventually delivered an RBI single, put the tying run on the bases. As Caroline Brown came in as a pinch runner to score. 2-2, loops outside from Merritt, and the count runs full. Payoff pitch from Merritt. Fouled away by Darrow. 2-strike hitting approach from Barton has been so good today, and especially in this inning. Carrying the torch would be Savannah Olson, as I alluded to with that marathon long at bat. Payoff pitch, Darrow pops it up, foul ground, left side. Smith will make the play, and the inning comes to a close with the tying run stranded 60 feet away. But 3 runs with 2 outs in the top of the 7th has us knotted up at 6 as some flurries start to come in Jefferson City. The Eagles with a chance to walk it off when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shopseeandeagles.com.
Three runs in the top of the 7th inning from Barton has us knotted up at 6 going into the bottom of the 7th. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagles Sports Network. Grace Gregory leads off as the Eagles have a chance to walk things off, as Barton has scored the last 4 runs in this contest. Gregory starts it off with a line drive into the left center field gap. It goes all the way to the wall. The relay throw in is late as Gregory starts this inning with a leadoff double. And the winning run is in scoring position on just one pitch. Gregory is going to be pinch ran for by Bailey Worley. As Sarah Walker comes up with a chance to win the game for Carson-Newman, facing Erica Sturgill. So what will be the move here for head coach Michael Graves and company? Walker pushes a bunt down, straight back to the pitcher, Sturgill. They'll get the out at first, but the winning run now 60 feet away on a perfectly executed sac bunt from Sarah Walker. Covering the bag over at first was Madison Mercer, and so assistant coach Eric Garza will come out to the circle and have a conversation with the entire infield for Barton in this spot, and also joining him is the head coach, Cortland Cooney. As up comes Addie Saunders, who has reached base all 3 times in Game 2. And in Game 1, went 2 for 3 with a couple of singles and RBI as well. Was so big yesterday, 2-run triple in Game 1. Had the game-winning RBI in Game 2. And comes in with Bailey Worley 60 feet away and a chance to walk things off in the bottom of the 7th. The sophomore Saunders climbs in deep in the lefty's batter's box, facing the lefty in Sturgill. First pitch, she fouls off of home plate, and it's 0-1. Based on this weekend, hard to find somebody better suited for this spot for Carson-Newman. The 0-1. Saunders, ground ball through the right side. Check, please. It's over. A walk-off single from Addie Saunders. And the Eagles take Game 2 7-6. First walk-off of the season. It was kick-started by the leadoff double from Grace Gregory. And after a valiant effort and rally with 2 outs in the top of the 7th by Barton to score 3 runs, the Eagles offense comes back alive after being dormant for the last 3 innings. And they get a 7-6 walk-off win to sweep this Sunday doubleheader. It was a great weekend of softball. Carson-Newman goes 4-0. They've now won 8 consecutive games and improved to 13-1 rather on the season. Barton falls to 6-6. The Eagles will be back on the road on Tuesday when they head to Spartanburg to take on Converse. And then they'll be on the road through next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for the Triangle Classic in Raleigh, North Carolina. Playing 6 games in 3 days against some out-of-region opponents. I'll have those for you on the Eagle Sports Network, on YouTube within the booth, or on cneagles.com/live. But that does it for this weekend. A special thanks to our tremendous crew, camera operators for braving the cold, so I'll keep it brief. But the Eagles get the win today, 11-0 in Game 1, and then a Addie Saunders walk-off single gives us the Game 2 win, 7-6. We'll see you the next time we're back at home here on the Eagle Sports Network. Till then, I'm Matt Scalzo signing off. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.